was not ready for that flavor. Okay, I'm trying to set up a couple things for y'all right now. Give me just 1 second. Mezzo Raiders, welcome in. You guys, I have an amazing guest for you today. Y'all better stick around. Y'all better come up and ask your questions. If you don't know Venus, she's amazing. I put a little meme video out there. Hey, Tamar, how are you? And it has gone crazy. I'm one of those people who only gets like 200 views. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I'm ever gonna get. I live in that world. I know my lane now. That's just all I'm ever gonna get. But this one has gone crazy. Is it this one? No. It's something like that. Is it this one? Yeah. Okay. Let me get the YouTubes started. Please start tapping your screen, sharing out the live. Do all the good stuff, okay? Do all the good stuff. I think that I have fixed YouTube. I don't know. Tahir, I had to uninstall OBS and reinstall it because it stopped getting sound from any browser whatsoever. So we shall find out right now if I really did fix it. Yes, we shall. I want to log out of this account though. Thank you for the rose, Grandazana. Thank you so much. I want to log in and I want to use this. Log in here, do that over there. I will tell you that I spoke to Venus a few hours ago and she was just then gonna go take a nap. She's in Australia, so you know they're on a different time than us, and hopefully she wakes up. If not, we'll reschedule. Sometimes these things happen when you're trying to, you know, collab with other creators. Our schedules. Oh, there she is! Yay! Okay, still trying to get the YouTube up. Let me see. Oops, I need to mute myself. Still trying to get the YouTube up. Ew, my voice is horrendous. Oh, how do you guys put up with it? Yeah, you're going to come on up here. Come on up here. You do not have to be on camera, Venus. It's up to you. You can be on camera. I love it if you are, but you don't have to. Let me get the OBS started.
Hey, so good morning, Crystal.
Morning. How are you?
Good. I just ended up not sleeping, but
Oh no. No. You're much younger than me though, so you can do stuff like that. I would just be dead if I tried to do that. All right. I forgot to set up YouTube. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to worry about my YouTube. I have one more glitch to figure out with it. Tahir, I'm up over on the Deconstruction Junction. If you want to join us, I'll check the Deconstruction Junction chat this morning so that if you guys have questions for Venus, you can ask her your questions. So Venus, I'm going to play my theme song real quick and then I'll tell you how I run the show and we'll go from there, okay?
okay.
It's a brand new day and she's back again. Get yourself a beverage, let's get settled in. It's Decon Q&A with CrystalJae. Hey, hey. one place. All our questions answered, our favorite creators on display. It's Decon Q&A with CrystalJae. Hey, hey. Hey. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get ready for the fun. Decon Q&A with CrystalJae.
Okay, so I don't know if you've ever been able to watch the show because you're probably asleep when my show is on. But here's how I do the show. I'll ask you 10 icebreaker questions, and then we're going to invite people from the audience to come up and ask you questions. They can also ask in chat because sometimes they don't have a microphone or they're shy or what have you, and they can ask their questions in chat. And then at the end of the show, we play a fun little game that everybody loves. It's called Divine or Decline. Okay? Sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good. So is it just a Q&A?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
We're just going to ask you questions. And the first ones are just icebreakers. They're just fun, silly questions.
Hold on. Let me get my headphones and then I'll pop on my camera.
Okay. We're not taking guests yet, but if you have questions for Venus, you can go ahead and request up. And once we start taking guests, I will bring you up and you can ask Venus your questions. Keep liking the live. And if I could get 37 more shares, I'd really appreciate it. I do need, hey, chatting with Kathy, how are you? I do need to get 5,000 likes and 100 shares within the first 10 to 15 minutes of the show in order to be boosted out in the algorithm. Also, don't forget your heart me's. Don't forget to collect your team points because that boosts me in the league. And every time I get, move up in the league, I get boosted a little bit more out on the live or out in the FYP. Hey, Silly Goose, good to see you. Nancy, good to see you. Ty here, Viola. Welcome in, Mezzo Raiders. Chat, good to see you. Venus, whenever you're ready, just let me know and I'll start the questions for you.
I'm sorry about my disheveled appearance.
Don't worry about it.
I didn't get a
I told
wink
her
of
that
sleep last night.
I am so sorry. I'm
No,
so
no, don't
sorry.
worry. Honestly, I was on Call of Duty anyway. I was like, it's in an hour.
Oh,
Might as
okay.
well just not sleep.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to ask you some fun icebreaker questions just to get us going here. What's a hill you will absolutely die on that is completely unserious, like ranch is disgusting or hoop earrings are superior? What's something that you will just die on?
Okay, look, this is something that I've been thinking about recently, since that since generative AI has become very, very popular and very, very advanced. I think that they released it to the public way later than it was actually developed. That's a hill I will absolutely die on. So at this point, I feel like we can't really trust video evidence anymore, but that's something that I
No.
will stand 10 toes on.
Oh, that's a good one, though. That is really good. Um, what is a hill I am absolutely okay. I think that cats are way smarter than we even know. I think that is why people are so attracted to them and will do anything for their cats, because cats like have somehow manipulated us in to not making them have to do anything for a living, or having to do, like, they went from having to be outside and hunt for them to us literally like worshiping them
And cleaning their shit. That's
Yep.
crazy.
Yep. I think that they're way smarter than we know.
I reckon they know that they're cute. They honestly have to know that they're adorable.
Yeah, I do too. Okay, if you had to pick one feminine coded thing that brings you unreasonable joy, whether it's makeup, nails, perfume, jewelry, hair, what is it?
Contacts. I always have contacts on. It's why my face looks very naked right now. I've got my massive doll eye contacts that I usually wear. And when my mom first saw me, my West African mom, when she first saw me with contacts, she's like, "You're gonna go blind." It's like, yeah,
Moms.
right.
I think for me, it's just anything with the eyes, like your contacts. Like for me, if I don't feel like my eyes are dressed up or something, so I wear mascara, and do my eyebrows and stuff. I want, like, if I remember some lady saying if she only had one thing of makeup, she would want lipstick. And I thought, no, your face looks plain if you
Just
don't do something to your eyes. Yeah. And I was like, no, you can't do that. That would be weird. Anyway, I'm just eyes. She said if she only had one kind of makeup, like you couldn't wear any other makeup, she would pick lipstick. I want
an eyebrow pencil.
Mascaras.
Eyebrow pencil, something like versatile at least.
Oh yeah.
A bare face with just red lipstick is, I don't even know. It's giving Miranda Sings. You remember her?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's giving Miranda Sings.
What's the most ridiculous argument you've ever had online that made you think this cannot be real?
Oh my God. So I did my live the other day, and I had Jay on as a co-host, and I honestly, I got to post the clip of me laughing for like 5 minutes and actually like bursting out in tears. Okay, so essentially, one of my prompts was, what is the evidence of God? And we had somehow stumbled across like rainbows, right? We were talking about rainbows, and Jay was like laughing, and I was like, "What's funny, Jay?" And I was like, "Where's the evidence?" And Jay's like, "This guy thinks that rainbows are a promise from God," and I'm like, "What are you talking about? That's bizarre." And I'm like, to the guest, I'm like, "Why are you quiet? He's just accused you of claiming rainbows are evidence of God." And he's like, and he's and he's like, "It's God's promise that he won't flood the earth ever again." And I was like, what happened to the visible light spectrum and refraction, scattering light? What's going on? And it's like, I honestly don't know what to make of it. I still don't believe that he actually thought that, but you can't be serious, man. Rainbows are a natural phenomenon, not a promise from God. What is going on these days?
God. No, for real. It's crazy. I hear so many stupid arguments every freaking day that sometimes I can't remember, like every day I think, oh shit, this is the dumbest one, right? And then I hear another
then you hear shit
one,
like rainbows being a gift from God, and it's like, what's next?
So I can't remember a specific argument. I just remember one time, thank you, on like Oso's live or something. They kept saying that they had a PhD, and people were like, going like, PhD in what? What are you talking about? Like, because he was so
I think
dumb,
I
you
saw
could
that
obviously
one
tell.
where he was like, I don't have a PhD. I just like research this stuff.
And then, this guy goes a little bit later, he goes, I have a doctorate. And they go, wait a minute, you said you had a PhD. Do you have a doctorate or a PhD? And he goes, I have a doctorate in PhD. And I just
You have a what?
I was like,
oh,
what?
Please.
So, yeah, oh my God, I just can't. They just say the dumbest thing. Hey, Eddie's World. That's crazy.
I honestly have become so desensitized. Like when I first started doing these lives, I was like, "Oh my God, that's insane." And now I'm like, just bring it on. Like, what's next? How crazy
Yeah.
can this get? And it's like, what are we doing anymore? Like rainbows, promise from God. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I studying chemistry if you guys are just
I
gonna
don't.
like, what? Should I just
Why
like,
are you studying chemistry? You could have a doctorate and a PhD by now, okay?
wow, stop, a doctorate and a
Okay.
PhD. Wow.
Would you rather give a TED talk in full glam or roll out of bed in sweats but be unstoppable?
A TED Talk in full glam. What
Of
do you mean?
course you
What
would.
do you mean,
Like
bro?
I would so be there for it too. I would so be there for it. For
You said
me
roll out of
though,
bed and do what now?
and be unstoppable. Like everything goes your way. You're just fucking unstoppable. I
Everything
feel if
goes
you're
my
full
way.
glam, giving a TED
Yeah,
talk, you're already unstoppable, right?
exactly.
Really. I think I'm with you. I'm doing full glam TED talk. What's one stereotype about you that is so wrong it's almost funny?
uh, hmm. Shit. I pretty much look the part. I like heavy metal. You can tell by the piercings, shit. Like something that people assume about me. I would say people assume that I'm extroverted. Honestly, I prefer to just be silent. And usually going live and stuff like that, a lot of people don't notice, but I'm shaking in my boots like every time I've got to go live. And I'm
Aw.
like literally dripping sweat, like actually dripping sweat. Like literally sweat rolling down my arms, kind of nervous.
I would never guess that about you. I find you to be so confident and you're very powerful. Like your arguments
Oh,
are always
thank you.
sound and powerful, and I aspire to have the ability to speak the way you do. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Well, for me, I don't know that. I think that most. I think that I'm pretty much an open book. Hi, open book, by the way.
Wait, yeah,
I
open book is here.
think, yeah, he is in
Lol.
here. I I think though that people think that I'm very outgoing and stuff, and I'm not. I'm a hermit. I don't go anywhere. I don't do anything.
You
I'm not in
definitely give
large
me
crowds.
outgoing vibes, to be honest.
Yeah. And I'm really actually not. If we meet in person, I'm going to be very shy and awkward, frankly. I have social
Really?
anxiety.
I have
Yeah.
social anxiety
So,
too. It's pretty bad. I feel like it's
and
a deconstructing thing. A lot of us, when we deconstruct, we feel a bit separate from the world because you realize how many people are religious. You kind of start to get this
yeah.
sort of imposter syndrome. And the worst part about it is
Yeah.
if you never really fit in at church and then you become an atheist, you just feel like you don't really belong anywhere. It's like I didn't belong in church. Now I've deconstructed and it's like I still don't feel like I fit in and it's like,
Yeah.
it's kind of
Yeah,
crazy.
that really explains it because the whole reason we were able to deconstruct was while we were in that we already didn't feel like we belonged, but we just didn't know why yet. We hadn't figured it out yet.
Yeah, that's
But
exactly how
we
it was for
knew there
me.
was something wrong with it all, right? But we just hadn't parsed it all together yet. And once we did, now we realize, oh shit, we really are the outsider. Like that's why we felt like we were the
Honestly,
outsider.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Um, if you could instantly master one skill, singing, dancing, painting, whatever it is, what would be that one? I
Guitar,
don't care if it was lumberjack. Ooh, guitar. What
guitar.
what kind of guitar? Electric guitar? All
I
guitars?
just play my
You,
acoustic, and to be honest, I was playing today and I was like, fuck, I'm rusty. And I was like, sure would be good if I could just fucking like just shred, like just I don't know how those cunts do it. I really don't. And it's like
oh,
I don't
me
know, it's
neither.
fucked. I don't know, man.
I haven't played the guitar in years. I have I have a beautiful guitar and I just let it sit there. And I actually have two guitars. I have an acoustic and electric. And then I've never done, I learned it when I was younger and then I never picked it up again when I was older. I don't think I could play a chord if I tried right now. Plus, my fingers are just so tender. I don't
Honestly,
want to
yeah,
have the
I've got, look,
calluses.
I go to the gym pretty frequently and I do dancing, so I literally my hands are like actual rocks. It's really bad. I've got the one hand for making the chords and the other hand for strumming on the guitar.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
If I could, I think I would want to sing. I would I would really like to learn how to sing. I cannot sing. I can sing like you know, I used to sing in a choir and you do the harmonizing because I'm an alto. But I
I was an
could
alto.
never
Oh my
sing.
God. I was an alto and then I discovered that I was a mezzo soprano because I was that alto that got switched around dependent on who was there and who wasn't.
Me too. Me
You
too.
might be a
I
mezzo
always got switched
soprano.
around.
Shout out to mezzo.
Sometimes I'm a soprano. Sometimes, yeah, shout out to Mizzo. Sometimes I'm alto, but even sometimes they would tell me, "Can you sing tenor today?" And I would be like, "Oh, I guess I can." No, I don't
No, please.
know. um, what animal do you think matches your personality and why?
Cat. I'm definitely a black cat. Um, I like the color black. I've recently switched up my wardrobe. Like I've just done a massive order and I'm going pink. I'm getting a pink wig.
Ooh,
I've got
yes,
pink everything.
yes.
That's what I'm
I'm so
going for next.
excited.
It's because I healed my feminine energy and I realized that the color pink was never the problem for me, right? I used to absolutely despise the color pink. And, ooh,
Me
and
too.
now I'm sort of embracing it. And I'm like, you know,
I am too. See, I got the little, but these are rose gold, but I was
they're
like,
pink.
that was when I was dipping my toe back into pink. I was like, wait a minute, I think I do like pink. And you can't see it right now, but what on New Year's Eve, I jumped in my pool and saved my dog's life because he's an idiot and so am I. And I brought my phone with me when I did it. And so some of the community members got together and bought me a new phone and they sent me a pink phone. So
That's
it's
so
pink. And
cute.
I don't know. I really am starting to like pink again. It's
I'm honestly,
I'm
I'm not
like,
a dog person, to be honest. I don't like them. They remind me of children. And when I see a child like running around on the street flailing their arms, I'm like, like
do you want to know something? I have a dog and I love him, and I do, George. I love
no,
you,
I could never
okay?
hate like
But
an animal or a child.
I
I could
don't
never
think
hate
I
them.
ever want a dog again. I don't want a dog again. I don't think I am a dog person. I got George because I have kids and the
Uh,
kids grew up and he became my dog because they all moved out, right? But that it was the family pet that I got for my children when they were
mhm.
younger. And then as we started getting old, I was realizing it's not like I hate dogs. I I like cats because if I want to go away for the weekend, they can take care of themselves for the weekend. I don't need it. I leave them food, water, clean litter. They're cool, right? A
That was
dog, I
my
gotta go
my
get a
wake up
dog
alarm.
sitter.
My alarm to wake up just rang.
I'm glad you're awake with
I'm
us.
already here. Don't worry, I'm sorry, guys. The sun needs to rise before I refresh. I look refreshed. It's still like kind of blue outside behind me.
Oh yeah.
Sun's still rising.
Okay, let's see. What? Oh, I didn't tell you what animal I would be. I think that I would be a koala bear. like, or
Why would you
I
want to
think that
be
that's
a
my animal.
koala?
I mean, like, I don't want to be. I think that that's my like little animal that most is like me because they're just like always chill and just hanging out and just not a
You don't want
goddamn
to be
care
a
in the world.
koala. You don't want to be one of those
I'm.
things. I reckon you're like, hmm, a rabbit. Yeah, that's your spirit animal,
Okay.
rabbit. you're
Okay.
bubbly, you're charismatic, even though you may not be extroverted necessarily, but you give me rabbit vibes. You don't want to be a koala.
Okay.
Those things eat their own shit. That's not
Okay.
you. That's
Well,
not you, Crystal. That is not you.
now,
They can't even, you know, the crazy
what?
thing? It's like koalas actually debunk creationism because it's like, why would God make these animals their main diet something that they can't actually digest? So much so that the babies actually have to eat the feces of their parents. Like they can't even
That's
eat
so
gum
weird.
leaves. It's like, why the fuck would you put them in a tree that they can't even eat leaves out of? Like, what is going?
Right?
Like, who the fuck made all this
um,
shit, man?
Wawa, I see you in the comments. You guys, I put out a stupid meme video. If you guys want to go see, it's my last video. And it has like it has gone crazy. Even Christians are liking it. But it's not downloadable. Go share I don't want you downloading it and taking credit for it. Just go share it from my page too. Then people will know that I created it.
I've got my
Guys, just
Red
go
Bull,
ahead and
so
share
I'm awake now. Got Red Bull. Like I
it.
haven't
All
even
right,
drank
all
it yet,
right.
but the vibes are like,
Okay, good. What's a random thing that makes you feel powerful?
um, having a really big septum, having a bunch of piercings. They just
All
make me.
right.
It makes me feel like my face is like done up, even without makeup. That's how I feel. I've got a lip piercing, septum, both sides of my nostril, eyebrow, and tongue, and belly
Oh, I
button.
love it.
I just feel like I can't imagine my face without my piercings. It's like I just got a upgraded septum, and I look back at my post from a month ago, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Because my septum is so small. I'm like, what is that? And I started deleting posts already.
I love that. I love that. I don't have a physical thing about me that makes me feel powerful. Okay, like I do. I actually like it that my mom made me read a lot when I was younger, so that I have a strong vocabulary. And even though I cuss a lot, and people think that that's a sign of a weak vocabulary,
No,
I
Annika, don't say
actually
that. Sorry for interrupting you. Annika, don't say that. Please
it's
don't say
just true.
that.
But I think that it makes me feel powerful that a lot of times I'm like, smarter than my opponents. Let's just put
Yeah,
it that way.
honestly, knowing
That
more
feels
words
very
is for
powerful,
real like
right?
that.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And also because it helps you catch nuances in things that other people don't catch. And I don't know. I just like that. I like that. If you and I had to switch lives for 24 hours, that means you come live here, I go live there, 24 hours only. Okay. What do you think would shock you most about living here?
Kids, kids.
Luckily, they're all grown.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. The dogs.
the,
Dogs are like
the
so
dog,
awkward. Like I
just the
see people
dog.
with their dogs and it's like, have you guys met before? It's like, do you guys know each other?
My dog is so good, but he's old. He just lays on his little bed next to me, and then every once in a while when I'm live, I have to tell people, okay, I have to let my dog out, and then he goes out back, and then he comes back in and lays down again. So he's older, so he's not as rambunctious as he used to be. I think for me, I think the shock would be, I don't know, maybe probably just seeing some of the animals and stuff that you have in your country that we don't have here, and actually seeing them in person and not just like on TV or
Honestly,
something. You know what I mean?
I moved states from Melbourne to Brisbane, and the fact that there's just these massive birds walking around never ceases to surprise me. Like
That
I
would
was
be
scared
weird.
of them, but now it's like they're just like up to my waist and just I don't know, rolling around in the dirt and stuff, and it's like I don't even know. It's like,
That's crazy.
and in fact, they're like making noise behind me right now because the sun's just risen, so they're cawing in the
Okay.
background.
You guys, this is my last question for Venus. If you have questions, go ahead and request up. Or if you have a question and you're over on YouTube or here on TikTok and you don't have a mic or you're shy, you can put your question in chat. Please put it all in caps so that I can easily see it. Don't
Are you
worry, my
doing
mods will not mute you.
are you doing guests this morning, afternoon, whatever it is?
To like argue with them, to like debate them.
Hmm.
No, not today. It's just about you. It's just
Really?
about you
Well,
today.
I'm gonna go live after anyway,
Oh,
so you
cool.
guys
We'll
can
we'll
stay
all
tuned.
raid you. Hell yeah. Absolutely.
I'm already up.
Okay,
Might as well get to it.
yeah, for sure. What's something small that instantly improves your mood? Music, a certain beverage, what's something like that that
When I
instantly.
when I used to smoke the sweet Mary Jane, that would instantly improve my mood.
Oh, hell
But
yeah. Okay, that's
since I've quit for it's been a few months now. Since I quit, something that makes me feel like instantly better is like there's so many little things that I like to do. Um, I like drawing with eyeliner. I like to do like artwork and like fake tattoos. I've got one on my profile. It's like a chest tattoo. If you guys come across that, I drew that myself with makeup.
oh,
So that's something that makes me feel better instantly. Just doing artwork, like just some sort of creative outlet.
I am very creative as well, so I do like that for sure. I think though that one thing obvious, and I still like Mary Jane. Okay, she's my best friend. She's like right here.
Oh my God,
So,
so lucky.
I did not quit and do not intend to. Okay. But the other thing I would say for me though is when I get like sweet messages, like you guys in the community are so sweet. I'll wake up in the morning and somebody's got like a little DM for me, like, thank you, Crystal, you helped me so much, or I don't know. And I love it. I look for them and they mean the world to me.
That's super sweet.
Good morning, Grandma Zana. How are you?
I am good. How are
Good
you?
morning.
Good
Oh,
morning. I miss your lives so often, and now I know why, because you're on a completely different time zone.
yep.
So, what are some times that you go live that might fit an old lady in the Pacific Northwest in the United States?
Um, well, right now it is 5:30 a.m. for me. So I would usually go live about 4 to 6 hours from now, whatever time that is, wherever you are. About 4 to 6 hours from now is usually when I start going live.
Okay. That's
What
usually when
time
I'm
would it
getting off
be?
work. So, that'd better be
Okay,
around
that's
5,
great.
5:30. So, it's about when I'm getting off work. So, cool. I'll definitely look for that. And do you have a pet?
Do I have a pet? I did have a cat, but they ran away.
Oh,
I had
Hmm.
him for like 5 years. He was,
no.
anyways, I'm not gonna talk about this right now, but he was my
No
baby.
kidding. Just curious. Well, you need a kitten then, a little tiny, petty
I
kitten.
do, but I feel like it's not, I don't want to replace him. It's hard though.
No, it's
You know,
never a
It
maybe,
replacement.
is.
You can never replace another animal. I hate it when people say that. How? It's just
yeah.
like a kid. They're totally different personalities. Even if they look exactly the same, they're nothing
I
alike.
feel
So,
like I'm betraying
What do
him
you
by getting a new
mean?
one.
Job got 10 new kids and he was cool, you guys. I don't know
oh,
why.
right.
What are you
Yeah.
Stop.
saying?
I
What?
forgot about that.
Come
Yeah, except for
on.
Job. He didn't mind that his kids who were grown and out of the house then had to become little children again. That was it. They were the same kids.
Someone said, oh yeah, speaking of crazy arguments, someone said that they didn't actually kill Job's kids, but the devil was just hiding them.
Oh my gosh.
They
Yeah. It's pretty explicit
see,
in the
these
text.
are the
I
arguments that I
swear I
just like
heard that.
what?
I heard that
Attacking
on
them
either
now.
Be Easy's or Ariel's Live. I swear I heard that when I was on
It
the panel.
literally says the house fell on the young people and they died.
No, it was
They,
a disguise.
oh my gosh.
God would never kill
Psych!
kids. Obviously, a
They're
disguise.
right here.
Oh my gosh.
That is ridiculous.
Okay, and one more question. Wait, sorry, I just lost it in my head there. I had a couple. So, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go? No,
I
no,
want to
all
go.
expenses paid,
I want to go to Scotland or Ireland and see some old castles. That's
Yes.
what I would love
That
to
would be
do.
fun.
Yeah, I hear the
I
people there
love
are
like
amazing.
medieval architecture and stuff. I think that it's
Hmm.
super cool. And I haven't left this goddamn continent before, so that would be brilliant.
Wow,
That would
that's
be
awesome.
fun for
That would
sure.
be. You even can
Well,
stay
Granny,
in
you're more than
the
welcome to
night with them.
stay up here if you want.
Oh, I'm going to drop because I'm going to do dishes. But
Okay.
but really nice talking
All
with you
righty.
guys. See you, Crystal.
Thank you for the
Bye, Grana.
question.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
I
Bye,
appreciate you.
Grandma.
You,
Stay
you guys, the guest
tuned.
box is open. If you want to come up and ask Venus a question, the guest box is open. If you don't have a mic or you're too shy or something, you can ask the question in chat. Just be sure to put it all in caps so that I can see it clearly, because you know what? I'm old, okay? And I can't see as well as I used to be able to. Also, I do have a gift goal today, and if you could help me reach my gift goal, I'd really appreciate that. Okay, so I want to ask you a few questions though while we're waiting for guests. First of all, when you were growing up, what was the religious atmosphere in your home? Did you guys were you Christians, or
Yep.
what was it like?
Well, non-denominational, church every Sunday, Sunday school, going to youth camps, just your average, Christian girl. I never really studied to be a pastor or anything, but my older sister, she's currently a youth pastor, and she's just dedicated her entire life to the church. And it's what sort of
Wow.
inspired me to do the same, but I just wasn't clicking. It was I had problems like connecting with the other girls because I like different things. I've always liked heavy metal, always liked the sort of dark aesthetic, and that was immediately demonized by the church. So even
Yeah.
then, I still felt that I didn't fit in at any church. It's kind of insane. I just how they demonize like wearing darker colors. It's honestly just
Right?
but then again, some of them think that rainbows are a promise from God. So really nothing's crazy anymore. Like nothing is when you hear shit like this, when you do these lives, you realize nothing is crazy anymore.
I know. I
And people
know. I
think this.
know. Ty here had a question in chat. She wants to know, what Call of Duty do you play?
I play Black Ops 7 and I play zombies. Add me if you're ready to do the Easter egg. I don't look, I can carry, but like shit, I don't play multiplayer. That's too hostile, you know? It's just too sweaty.
I
Like I
am
can't do the sweaty games anymore.
I hear you on that for sure. I haven't gamed in a really long time, but like, cause I have pretty sure just got tested, haven't got the results back yet. Pretty sure we have ADHD here, and so I'll get really into something and then into something else, and so then that's not my something for a while. And I want to play video games again, but I'm trying to upgrade my computer right now. And if you guys want to help with that, that link is in my bio too. And so I used to be a reseller, and I would buy things and then flip it for a profit,
A
And so
drop
I'm
shipper?
actually not drop shipper. I didn't do drop shipping. I would like go to estate sales and stuff and find vintage things. And eventually I started buying out all the clothes and selling clothes online. So, but not a drop shipper, just actually reselling items that I went and purchased from, people from their estate sales and stuff. And so I'm going to do that again to to fund my PC. And once I do, I want to learn Call of Duty. So you're, you and Tahir are gonna have to teach me how to play Call of Duty.
It takes a
I want to play
honestly,
some.
I've been playing since Black Ops 3, so I just kind of get the gist, to be honest. But on the topic of my religious upbringing, I'm 20 at the moment, so I don't really have a lot of cool stories, to be honest. Like, I was just a typical Christian, West African, first generational. Mum was very loosely religious. She didn't force us, but raised us in the church. Um, Dad was he was what he was, insane, but yeah, I don't really touch on that part of my life a lot. And my older brother, like, he stopped going to church first, and it was a very big contrast between my older sister, who was a youth pastor, always wanted to be a youth pastor, and my older brother, who just completely did not like church. So like my mom gave up on trying to get him to go to church. Like it was the threats of hell. He just honestly didn't care. And it kind of showed me that I don't really have to go to church. I would start off with excuses, and then everyone else in my family stopped going except for my older sister and my mom. I've got two older sisters. The one right above me is also a full-blown atheist. Like I'm not sure about my brothers. We don't really talk that much, you know. You grow up and you drift.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's really because we laugh about it, but my older sister's a youth pastor. We still go to pray at the dinner table, and I honestly believe in peace. Like one of my uncles actually came across my page, people from my sister's church, and they're calling me by my birth name, and they're like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Do you want to come up on the panel and have a discussion, or are you gonna try and dox me?" I don't really care. Like you want to like, but they were just, you know, doing what most Christians do, just like
Mm.
gasping and pointing, and it's like my uncle actually tried to confront me at Christmas, and he was like, "What do you believe in?" And I was like, "This guy's actually going to seminary school at the moment." So I lied through my teeth. I was like, "I'm a Christian. What do you mean? I believe in Jesus." Because I honestly feel like look, it's not an egotistical thing, but I just feel like he's dedicated so much of his life to the church. I feel like he's not honestly open to learning anything. And I'm honestly, I believe in peace above all. Like, I've done a lot of things in the name of peace. I used to be a very combative person. And then I realized, you know, you've just got to prioritize peace internally and externally more than getting your way, having your narrative, achieving what you want from other people. Like, I could have had a debate with him. We could have sat at that table and talked about it. In fact,
Right.
he'd offered it with me multiple times, but I'm like, you know, I've got a family that I'm trying to hold together, you know, very barely. So I just chose peace. I chose to lie in that moment, tell him that I was a believer to avoid the conflict because he's an argumentative person. And in fact, his
Yeah.
daughter, she's a close friend of mine, she's like, my dad knows about your live streams. And she's like, I don't personally care, but my dad knows about your live streams. And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like giving me this look, and I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure he knows that I don't believe, but he also I don't live in the same state as them anymore, so they can't really, you know, like come at me. I've
Yeah.
also blocked them all on social media. I have them all blocked. Like I don't really look. We'll do our little thing and we'll hang out on birthdays and I'll say a prayer with you guys. In fact, I'll do the prayer, right? But it's fun. You know, I even went to youth camp to enjoy the free food and play games. But and you know the funny thing is I actually do have a good story. I went to youth camp and I was already aware of the apologetics and they were doing a Q and A. And I these were all the youth pastors that raised me. I grew up with them and they were doing a Q and A. These people, these kids did not hold back. And the answers that they were giving, like one of the youth pastors, Ash, he taught me bass. He's so nice and chill. And he was like with his wife, and there was this other. I don't remember the third person. This was about a year ago, but they were also a loose youth pastor. Um, these people were really hammering them with questions, and I raised my hand. There's like 50 people in this, small space, and these three pastors answering questions, and I was like, I honestly felt bad. I'm not like saying this from an egotistical perspective, but I raised my hand and I answered the question. Ash was red in the face. Like he's brown, but he was going red from these questions. And I could tell that he had no answer. And I raised my hand and I said, free will. Maybe it's because they have free will. I know full well that that's an argument that could be refuted in
Right.
one sentence,
Right.
but they took it and they ran with it. From then on, all the
Oh yeah.
classes, and they would refer back to me. They'd say, like so and so said, free will, free. And I was like, this is abysmal. And the pastor's daughter actually came to me to have a discussion with me about the free will that I gave her. And we were behind the building. At the time, I was like, what was I, 18 or something? And I told her, like flat out, I was like, this stuff isn't real. Because I had just started, like, I was like 2 years into my deconstruction. I deconstructed when I was like 16. It didn't really get to me. I didn't join the church, start a whole life in it. But I just told her flat out, it's not real. And she just walked
Wow.
away. It's insane. I still remember it so clearly.
Do you think that growing up Christian, even though you got out like pretty young, I mean, God, I wish I had gone out that young. My brother, he didn't like church. He was probably atheist very young, and my mom like stopped making him, but she would have never let me stop. So that wasn't even going to be a choice anyway. Had I decided I didn't believe anymore. But do you think that growing up in that religious background that it shaped some negative feelings inside you about the world, about gender, about
To
anything
be
that
honest,
did it
I
affect
used
you?
to be I used to be homophobic. Now I'm pansexual. I used to be a rump supporter. Now I'm a very liberal person. It was like, because I'm someone who, when I believe in something, I fight for it. I stand 10 toes on it. Um, and I just like was immersed in the narrative, the whole right wing, whatever thing. And like most people who are super, hate phobic, I was like closeted, very closeted. Like, I don't know, it's a lot. But yeah, I honestly, and when you leave the church, it's like the anxiety is like so bad. Like I'm someone who is like naturally like very dynamic, so
Hey, Jason. Hey, Aaron.
I'm someone who's very like dynamic, so I like it's very easy for me to be like molded by my environment. I'm someone who likes to adapt, and just being in the church environment just gave me a lot of anxiety. And even to this very day, I have to like be medicated for it. And it never really left me. The fear that someone's always watching me, the shame. When I like started to actually like date women, like even though I was very attracted to those women, there was still this like shame in me.
You guys, thanks for being here. Keep tapping the screen, sharing out the live. I appreciate all of you being here today. I did have a flash goal. I don't know if I still have it or not, but I do have a gift goal if you want to help. Uh, we're talking to
Sorry,
Venus today.
sorry,
That's okay.
sorry. Give me a minute. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay, no problem. I'll just keep doing a commercial. We're talking to Venus today. If you have questions, you can ask them in the chat or come on up. The guest box is open. Let me go see how everybody's doing over on the YouTube. I got all my sound fixed. I hear. but I forgot to preset a YouTube or whatever, and I just did not feel like dealing with that today. So, it is what it is. The AI says this is a personal story on leaving Christianity and its impact on his life. I don't know who his is, but okay. Yeah, I did put a funny meme video out there. If you guys haven't seen it, you go check my last video. It was going crazy today. Actually, I want to know where it's at right now. When I went to bed, it had like 6,000 views or something like that. But then when I woke up, it was at 16,000, and now it's at like 50,000. I'm like, what? Get out of here. What? That's crazy. It has it's so funny. And I posted it other places too, and like they don't find it as funny. YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook are not as funny, okay? Yeah, get ready. Get ready. Get ready to get ready. Yeah, I read it wrong at first too, Asher. I thought it said 500,000. I thought it said 499,000 when I looked down, but it's 49,000. It's still a lot because I did not expect that. I was like, oh, okay, y'all are funny. You all have a sense of humor, like me. I know my eyes are old too. My eyes are old. It is on YouTube as well. If you are over on the YouTube, it's on I am CrystalJae, all one word, JAE. CRYSTALJAE. Aaron, how are you?
Sorry.
P, how are you? KJ, welcome in. No problem, Venus.
What was I
I
talking
forgot what
about
we were
before
talking
I
about.
disappeared?
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. The anxiety that I faced
Oh,
after
yeah.
leaving the church. You, like I mentioned before, you sort of develop an imposter syndrome. And I still have it, no matter like what communities I try to be a part of. Part of me just still feels like I don't belong like anywhere. And you just kind of you how do I word this? You become comfortable in chaos, and when things are peaceful, you feel like something's wrong, everyone's fake, there's some sort of ulterior motive. You just begin to question like true peace because you don't have this you no longer feel like there's this all knowing, all powerful being watching over you constantly. And it's crazy
Yeah.
now because I don't feel like it, but I at the same time my nervous system still behaves like I'm being watched all the time. And you feel like you have to perform all the time because you still feel like you're being watched. It's just how your nervous system is trained. It's what the church does to people, right? It
That's
rewires
true.
their brains, and when you try
It
and like
does.
deconstruct your like you know your it's like just trying to rediscover yourself.
Well, I do Auntie Sermons during the day, AUNTIE, like I'm your auntie, and we are going
Oh,
over all the women in the Bible,
I
and
thought that meant
we're
anti.
Well, it is kind of because we're decentering the men and we're talking about the women, and we're talking about what they really thought, what they really felt, who they really were, instead of how men wrote them, right? Because they wrote them as props and
I always
disposable. And so,
admired female pastors more than I admired the male pastors. Like I always they always gave a more heartfelt message, but now that I look back at it, I just kind of feel bad. Like you know, because I still imagine them being put on the spot with all these questions, and it's like, what do they think now? Like, do they really feel like
yeah,
that free will answer suffices? I always wondered that. Like, is
right?
that really enough for you to like move on with this? I could never live it down.
Um, in going through them, I've been learning so much about psychology, about the effects on the brain and stuff. I actually have been learning about so much just going through each woman and then researching them and then researching where I should bring this out, like what is her voice, that we want to bring out in this sermon or whatever. And one of the things I learned was how damaging cognitive dissonance is to us psychologically. Like it's we joke about it a lot that these people have cognitive dissonance, but so did we when we were Christians. That's why we were questioning but staying in, right? And that causes anxiety. It causes depression. There are studies that show that it causes violence. People feel violent because of the cognitive dissonance. So our brains are really affected by these religions, especially when you're sitting in cognitive dissonance all day,
I feel like when you're raised, I honestly, it all began with like, I don't know if this is a biological thing, but I've always questioned everything. And my mom used to say something to me because I always had questions. Everyone would tell me I was that kid that talks a lot, always asks questions. And I would ask my mom, why is this wrong? Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do that? And she tried to raise me to be a victim. Look, I love my mom, but she tried to raise me to be a victim like her. She tried to get me to not question authority, right? And
Yeah.
she would tell me when I asked her anything, because Y has a long tail. That's what she would tell me. And it's just like a West African saying, I'm Liberian. She would just say, because Y has a long tail. I was never satisfied with that. I am wired scientifically. I don't know why, but I never ever felt right about that. I said, there has to be a reason. I'm not getting enough from this church to be complacent with these answers. And maybe some people do get a lot from it, but it was never enough for me. So I continued to question literally everything. And it does get kind of exhausting being in my head because even when it's not
Yeah.
like a
Hey,
religious thing
Raiders.
or, oh, hello, hi, Mesorators, even when it's not a religious thing, I'm still always on my own case. I'm like, should we do that? How is this? And you become someone who's like full of regret, the way that it's a double-edged sword, this critical thinking. When you become
Yeah.
so used to questioning other people's thoughts, you begin to question yourself all the time, you know.
Oh, yeah. We've
But I
been
wouldn't
talking
have it
about
any
that
other
a lot
way.
too. Um, I think I questioned a lot too. I know I did. And my mother also did not. Welcome in, Mezzo and Joel Raiders. I hope you had a happy ass. I hope it was a wonderful ass that you had this morning. Um,
Good
I,
morrow. Oh,
oh, hang on. I got a puzzle. I don't know why it doesn't realize that I'm live. I'm actually moving. I'm a human being and I still
is
had
it
to
the
do a
one that
puzzle.
says
Like,
you're inactive?
yeah, it's an inactive one. I'm like, okay, I don't know how I could be more animated than I already am, but all right, TikTok, whatever. My mother was the type of woman who did not question authority. And because of it, when authorities did things that were not fair to me, she just didn't believe me. She just believed the authority figure. And I hated that. I just hated it. So when I had children, I said, listen, I want to tell you something. Like, you're allowed to question me. Like, I need you to know. Because I thought if my kids can't question me, then there might be other things. But if they know I can
Exactly.
even question my own mom, then they'll question everybody, right? Like they won't just fall for things. And so, but yeah, my husband's father used to say, when he would ask why a lot as a kid, his dad would say, to make you ask why. So, like, if you said, why
Yeah,
is the earth
similar
round?
to
He'd go,
because
to
Y
make you
has a
ask
long
why.
tail. Yeah, similar to
Yeah.
that.
Right, exactly. So, my husband learned that when the kids asked why, if he would really give them the explanation, even if it was above their understanding at the time, it was more suffice. They wouldn't keep coming up with, more, but why? But why?
I
Instead,
just
like,
don't
so they would go,
understand why people get offended by children being
right?
curious. It means that they've developed. my other wake up alarm that just went off. It means that people develop a frontal lobe. When a child, it's a normal part of
Right.
their developmental stage to question, like authority, to question the world. That means that they're sentient. It means that their brains are growing healthily. And these parents, they stump these children's psychological development by doing this. It's so damaging.
Yes.
It's why so many of
It
these horrible
is.
things happen to these kids, because you guys are taught that might, you teach them that might equals right. You train them to be taken advantage of
Right.
by narcissists. It's like people aren't made victims by narcissists. Well, they are, but they were raised
Right.
as victims first, right? They were taught that love
Yep.
can be violent.
Yes.
Love can punish you for not loving it back. That's what they were taught. So it's honestly like I'm seeing a shift in that. Like my generation, like Gen Z, we're not having it. We're not
I
having
know.
it.
I'm really, really proud. I'm Gen X, and I think that we're this small, kind of in between generation. But I think we were the ones who started saying, I don't think we should be like the boomers. You know what I mean? Like, we weren't as
Yeah,
full, like, strong about it as like millennials and then Gen Z are now. But we're the first ones who started going, wait, why are you letting us be locked out all day until late at night? Isn't that bad? Like, we get hurt. Like, we're
honestly,
the ones who
there's
started questioning
before
our
every
parents and stuff.
resistance like fizzles out, there's always a pushback, and it's like these
Yeah.
Abrahamic religions are dying out. Patriarchy and might equals right, they're all dying out, and people are scared for whatever reason. I'm not particularly sure why. The people who are going to lose power from these movements are scared. Parents are pushing extra hard, saying, I'm gonna raise my kid like that. Keep your gay stuff and all this stuff away from my kids. And it's like, and I think about it like this way: if you had to choose to be straight, that means that you were gay at some point, and you chose to be
Right?
straight.
What the
Is
hell
that
are
the
you
case?
like? It's so ridiculous. It's so
Is that
ridiculous.
so?
Good morning, Ashra. How are you? Oh,
Oh,
you didn't mean to come
damn.
up. That's okay. Or did you accidentally fall down? I don't
Mm,
know. We'll find out. You guys, the guest box is open. If you have a question for Venus, come on up. We're talking to Venus today. If you're shy, don't have a microphone, or I don't know, whatever, you can ask your question in chat. Just put it in all caps for me. Don't worry, the mods will not mute you. It's Decon Q&A with CrystalJae. We don't mute for all caps on Decon Day. So so did okay, growing up in Christian households, we know that there's 45,000 different denominations. So there's all different flavors of Christianity. Um I don't know how my mom and dad would have felt about homosexuality, because until when they were older, they definitely would have been like okay with it. They raised me conservative, and then they switched just like I did to my kids. Okay, and they became very liberal in their. But by the time they became very liberal, I was very conservative because they made me that way, right? Like they had
yeah.
grown up. So I was homophobic, but I was one of those people who think they're not, because like I had friends that were gay, right? So I can't be
Yeah, I honestly
homophobic.
I wasn't even convinced that I was either. I was just like, I just don't like that stuff. It's weird. It's a sin. I was like that. And
Right.
I look at it and I cringe. Me and my cousin, I stopped
Me
being
too. I
friends with
cringe.
my best friend slash cousin because she was still heavily involved in the church. And a year later, she comes to me and I asked her, I tell her the truth. I'm like, we kind of drifted away because you dedicated a lot of your life to the church. And I was working on deconstructing from that. And she admits to me that she sort of left it like kind of effortlessly, almost like well, not effortlessly, but just like naturally. Like as you progress and you develop mentally and psychologically, it just stops making sense. And it's just this religion has to infantilize, the members of it to keep them in this docile and childlike state, almost to like domesticate them, right? To domesticate their
Yeah.
minds. That's what it essentially does. So she just naturally developed out of that, and we were close as friends. So it makes sense, she just went through the same thing I did, but I'm like 2 years older than her, so she just did it at the same time in her time. And we've become a lot closer since she deconstructed, but we haven't really, like full on gone into depth because our childhood was a lot, a lot.
Was it taboo or frowned upon in your household to be LGBTQIA, or was that just something that came along with the
100%. I
religious
am
belief?
first
Okay.
generational West African. Like me and my cousin used to be so close, and my dad was like, "Why don't you guys just get married?" And it's like, what are you talking about?
Oh man. Okay, so did you attend church like regularly? Did you guys like go every Sunday and stuff?
Every
All right,
Sunday,
so
and I was almost a Saturday girl too.
did it feel like did it feel natural? Did you feel like a performance or what?
A chore, not even a performance, a chore.
Yeah, it did feel like a chore. Oh my God, that describes it perfectly.
Going to church felt like going to school. Literally
It
felt like
really
going to
did. It
school.
felt like, ugh, this is something I have to do because my mom and dad make me. You guys keep requesting and then you don't come up. Get your butt up
I've got
here and
about,
ask Venus your questions.
Crystal, I've got about 20 minutes left in me. I need to use the rest of my energy to
Okay.
go live.
Okay.
I need it. I literally need
Okay.
it. I don't want to slip
All
away.
right, then let's do this. Okay, let's do this. Let's make the last 20 minutes fun. Can I get some of my friendlies to come up and play Decon Q&A with us? Or not Decon Q&A, Divine or Decline with us? Tahir, can you come up? Jareb, do you ever come up and play this game with us? You should. Ashura, can you come up? Would you be able to come up? I'm looking to see Schley. Come on up and play with us. Devil's Public Defender, come play with us. I need a few more people to come up and play, and that's how we'll end. And then we'll all raid Venus. Okay, Grana Zana, are you coming up? Grana, I'm inviting you. Sunny, I'm inviting you.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't hear you for a
Public
second.
You know
Okay,
my favorite
we've got
game.
some people. All right, and I have one all ready
Venus.
for us today. Okay.
Hi, Tahir. Hi, everyone.
Well, welcome to the panel, everybody. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys the rules real quick, and then we'll play the game. Christ is King, Lobo Master says. Oh, he had to say it twice because then it makes it real. Okay, here's how... Well, once is not enough. We must say it twice. Maybe a third time is coming. We're not sure yet. Okay, here we go. I'm going to read a phrase. If that phrase is from the Bible, you're going to say divine, okay? I use the American Standard Version from 1901 because it's copyright free. Okay, if it is not from the Bible, if it is from the Quran, the Book of Mormon, or I made it up, then you say decline, okay? There's no points. It's all for fun, and everybody sucks at this game, so don't worry about it, okay? I'm going to go from the top to the bottom. Venus is like decline every answer.
Oh, true.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Jay, you're first.
There's an order. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I'm going to start from the top, come to the bottom, and here we go. Question number 1. Wait, I know I read that one before. Hang on one second. I want to make sure I have the correct ones. Did I do it again? Okay. I was on the wrong page. Sorry, you guys. Okay. He that answereth a matter before he heareth it, it is folly and shame unto him. Devil's Public Defender.
I'm gonna say decline. That sounds too smart. Yeah.
Doug, you can play it louder if you want.
Decline.
Okay, Doug says decline. Ashra.
I'll decline also.
Okay, Grana.
Decline.
And I have no insider information.
He doesn't have any insider information, Tahir.
I'm gonna say decline only because it's giving King James, and the version you read, I don't know about all that.
I
So
feel like it's definitely, I feel like it's divine. It feels like something I've heard in the Bible before, but I could be entirely
Ooh,
wrong.
okay. It is divine. That's Proverbs 18:13.
I
Joel,
swear
are you
I've
going to
heard
come
that.
up and play?
dang it!
I figured it was decline because no one's ever said that to me before. And you would
Because
think my
Christians don't
parents
use
would
that
use that
reasonable part
nowadays.
of the Bible. They don't use the smart parts. They use the shit that makes sense. They'll say anything but the shit that makes sense.
You know what? We actually should write this one down, though. So when we're asking them a question and they start to answer before we finish, we could go Proverbs 18:13, bitch. You know?
Yes.
You're not-
That's really
Oh,
good.
but that's out of
Okay.
context. Why are you a
I
non-believer
know.
using the Bible? You don't even believe in it.
Okay, here we go. And the mountains shall pass away as a shadow, and the seas shall be gathered as a garment folded. Devil's Public Defender.
I was going to say divine.
Okay, Ashra.
I think it's divine.
All right, Grana.
I'm going to go with decline. I think it's scriptural, but not Bible.
Tahir.
I'm gonna say decline because it sounds like Quran, but I've never even read the Quran, so I don't know.
Wait, can you repeat it? Can you repeat the phrase?
Yeah,
I was looking fixing my
absolutely.
headphones.
And the mountains shall pass away as a shadow, and the seas shall be gathered as a garment folded.
Oh, that's definitely in the Quran. Definitely decline.
Oh my God, Venus is definitely correct. It is in the Quran. So that is decline. I forgot to write down what
Tahir was
science. I'm
correct
sorry,
as
you guys.
well. Go me and
Yes,
Venus.
Tahir, you were correct
Who's
too.
that?
And there was other people that were correct, but I just thought yes. Like I like though that she said definitely, and that goes on.
I've heard that there's something they talk about a lot of things that are folded for some reason in the Quran. It's so weird. It's like you can roll up the earth like a carpet and fold it or something like that. You can fold up the seas. You can fold up the sky. It's like,
Oh
what's
no,
going on?
baby, you definitely can't.
Okay, for the drunkard and the glutton shall come to poverty, and drowsiness will clothe a man with rags. Devil's Public Defender.
I'm going to go divine again, because if it's not, it's a lot like something that is.
Ashra.
I'm going to say decline, and I'm really glad that only the last question counts because I'm getting these all wrong.
Grana, you already know what I'm going to say on the last question.
This is either divine or CrystalJae, but I'm going to go with divine.
Okay, Tahir.
I'm gonna go divine.
All right, Venus.
I low-key feel like you made that up and tried to make it sound biblical, so I'm gonna go decline.
That is divine. That's Proverbs 23:21.
Joel was wrong
It did
too.
sound like Crystal though.
Yeah, Joel was wrong too.
Oh, Joel.
Okay.
I got the Holy Spirit today, guys.
Elle reads
Woohoo.
Bible.
And it came to pass that the word was given that the meek should inherit the land if they would but endure in patience. Devil's Public Defender.
I'm going to decline that one.
Okay, Ashra.
Divine.
All right, Grana.
Decline.
All right, Tahir.
Decline.
All right, Venus.
I'm pretty sure that's one of the Beatitudes, so I'm gonna go divine, or at least it's almost a paraphrasing of one.
And that's decline. It is for the Book of Mormon, so they definitely stole it from the Beatitudes.
Come
But
on,
that
that's
was
not
the Book of
fair.
Mormon.
That's
I
not
know,
fair.
I
That's
can't help it.
literally
They
a
steal.
quotation.
They steal. That's what they do. Okay. The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked cometh in his stead. Devil's public defender. I almost said worst product. I always call girls gone godless. I call them girls gone wild.
Girls Gone Wild? What? Is it meant to be like Gone Girl? Like, kind of that?
I don't know.
I'm gonna
sorry, go
decline.
ahead.
I'm gonna decline that.
Okay. Ashra?
Divine? I don't know. I'm just guessing.
All right.
Sorry, I
Grana?
forgot it. I was laughing too hard. Well, can you read it again, please?
Same.
Yes. The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked cometh in his stead.
I'm going to say divine.
Can I change my
Okay.
answer? I forgot what it
Nuh-uh.
was.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Tahir.
I was hoping it would come to me by now. Divine.
Okay,
Honestly,
Venus.
I reckon it's divine too.
It is divine. That's Proverbs 11:8. All right, number 6. And the trumpet shall be blown, and all who are in the heavens and the earth shall fall down, except whom God wills. Devil's public defender.
I'm gonna decline that.
Okay, Ashura.
I'm going to decline.
All right, Grana.
That sounds like the book of Crystal to me. I'm going to decline.
Okay, Tahir.
Decline.
All right, Venus.
It sounds almost like Revelation, but then again, the last one, the one before that, sounded like the Beatitudes, but it was actually from the Book of Mormon. So at this point, wait, can you say it again?
Sure. And the trumpet shall be blown, and all who are in the heavens and the earth shall fall down, except whom God wills.
Shall fall down? That don't make sense. You definitely read that.
It's declined, but I didn't write it. It's in the Quran.
Had to be one of the two.
Okay. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but a grievous word stirreth up anger. Devil's public defender.
Oh, that's a divine.
All right, Ashra.
That's divine.
Grana.
Divine.
Tahir.
Divine.
Venus.
Divine.
You're all wrong. No, I'm just kidding. You guys are right. It's
It's divine, yeah.
That
Venus,
was
you're
Proverbs
me.
15:1.
Oh, okay. You're me every time I play this game. You're like, I don't know. I'm confusion.
I don't know about that one.
All
Guys,
right.
I have to
and
get
they
ready for
did-
my live. I have to.
We have 3 more. Can you give us 3 more questions?
3 more. Okay, I can do 3 more.
Yep, that's it. And they did labor exceedingly that they might build up the land of promise, trusting that God would prosper them according to their faith. Devil's public defender.
I'm gonna decline that.
Okay, Ashra.
Divine?
Grana.
Decline.
Tahir.
Divine.
Venus.
To be honest, listening to everyone's answers makes me forget the question. No honesty.
Oh, that's okay. And they did labor exceedingly that they might build up the land of promise, trusting that God would prosper them according to their faith.
I think divine.
That is declined. That's Book of Mormon. All right. Better is a
You need to be
little
stopped.
with righteous. Better is a little with righteousness than great revenues with injustice. Devil's public defender.
Ooh, I'm gonna say divine.
All right, Ashra.
Divine?
Grana.
Decline.
All right, Tahir.
Decline.
All right, Venus.
Decline.
That is divine. That's Proverbs 16:8. And here
To be
is the
honest,
last one. Here,
I thought it was
did you
divine, but
forget
I
it?
didn't even remember the question, so I just said what everyone else was saying. In all
You're so
honesty,
funny.
I don't even remember
Okay,
the
here's the
question.
last one. And whoever gets this right wins the whole game. Okay? So you only have to get this one right to win the whole game. Is everybody ready? Woe unto those who deal in fraud, who when they receive by measure from men demand full measure. Devil's public defender.
Oh
It's
no.
for all the marbles.
Can we all pick the same answer so we win and lose together?
I love that. It was kind of nonsensical enough. I'm going to say divine.
Okay. Ashra.
I guess I'm gonna say divine. Crystal, did you realize you set this game up as Christianity? Because like you can get all questions wrong and
Wait.
still go to heaven. Did you realize that?
Oh no.
No, you always go to heaven no matter what. Because I just want to torture all my friends.
Oh, okay.
I was scared for a minute there. I played this game too many times. So.
Greta.
Divine.
Do you remember it? Okay. Tahir.
Doesn't matter. I only have to remember what the other person said because we're going together here, remember?
Yep, I was gonna say
Yeah.
divine and
Divine.
solidarity.
Divine.
Okay, y'all are picking divine. Well, y'all are wrong and you're all going to hell.
What?
That was the
Yay!
Holy Quran. And that is it for divine or decline today. Venus, if you want to go get ready, we'll talk for a little bit and then we'll come raid you, okay?
It's okay. I'll be doing my makeup while I don't usually do my makeup on live, but I'll be doing my makeup while I get ready. While I have guests.
Awesome.
So. See you
All
guys.
right,
Thank
cool.
you so much for
All right,
having
we'll
me,
see you in a little
Crystal.
bit.
And thank
Bye,
you guys
Venus.
so
Thanks
much.
for being here. You guys make sure you follow Venus. We'll see you in a little bit.
Oh boy, can this Red Bull kick in? Oh God. I look so tired. It's so embarrassing.
Drink it faster.
No.
You don't look. You look
Wake
great.
up.
You look
You look
amazing.
amazing.
You look beautiful.
Wake up.
I was actually
Okay.
shocked when you said you had no makeup on. I was like, whoa.
Oh, stop it.
No, I really was.
Oh no, you look amazing.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
really
See you
do.
guys in
All
a
right,
minute.
we'll see
Bye.
Thank you all for listening.
You guys, I'm gonna make you some announcements here. And if you haven't done it, you should join us on Friday. Devil's Public Defender, myself, and Nick has been there. And we want you to join us too. We're learning Hebrew. We learned boobs, okay? Did you learn
Yeah, we
boobs
did.
in Hebrew? We did. We did.
Yeah.
We
What
learned
time
that.
is it?
It's on Friday at 11 a.m., but it's in my Discord. And so Tahir is amazing, and she records it and puts the videos in there. So you can go learn it right now on your own pace.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And also, we're doing a sleepover in there where we're going to go watch, hate watch the Twilight series because I hate vampires so much. But we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have like a brownie or something that night and watch Twilight.
I know what you
But we're also
mean.
gonna play Dungeons and Dragons one night over there. Mech Jack is gonna be our dungeon master, and we're gonna play one shot of Dungeons and Dragons. So if you haven't joined my Discord, the link is in my bio. And I want you to do that. I have a new Auntie Sermon that I'll be performing tomorrow, but the podcast comes out every Wednesday. There's 3 episodes already, and you guys should go listen to them. The third one is so far my favorite. I really love it. It's a really good sermon, so make sure you check that out. It's called Ornament and Shadow. It's a really good one. Anything else that I need to remember? I don't know who my guest is next week because I haven't booked them yet. I'll tell you when I book. Sometimes it's hard to book the creators because they're always so busy, you know.
Book me.
What you guys got going on? You got to be a creator. Go live, and I'll book you.
I know. So I was joking.
Hey,
I don't
Jaren, how are you?
I don't have the right equipment to go live. That's my problem. So.
Yeah. Well, when I first started going live, I just had my phone.
Oh, really?
I didn't have anything else at first. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I added my laptop, and
Okay.
now I have an iPad, my phone, my laptop, and then eventually I'll have a computer, and then I won't have to deal with all of this nonsense. I did not realize how many screens Justin has, though. Like, that is crazy. I think he has 4.
Wow.
I'm just going to have 2.
I think
I'm just
2's
going to have
plenty.
2. Yeah, and Tahir goes live sometimes too. Jaron is in the house. If you're not following Christ Before Jesus, you should do so. Can anybody check for me and tell me if Venus is ready for us to raid? Because if so, we'll just go raid her. I hope you guys enjoyed Venus. I love her. And I know that a lot of people, that's why I like to bring different creators here. So you guys get to meet people who are on at different times and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Venus is awesome.
Sorry, I didn't mean to Proverbs 18:13 you there, you know.
I love it. Okay, she's not there yet. You have 3 screens, 2 computer, and then your phone. Oh, okay. I need to figure out how to set my thing up when I do have a computer, though, because I don't know, like, everybody has their different way they set it up. I did have somebody contact me this week, and they were like, hey, how's the easiest way for me to learn how to set up my computer and stuff? And I said, like, who can I talk to them? It's so different because it depends on what graphics card you have, what CPU you have, what, RAM you have. Everybody's going to be different on how they set their thing up.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very individual because you have to set up your OBS or your Streamlabs or see whatever software you decide to use. And that's going to be different for each person too. And the fact that I am this old and I know all this, I still impress myself. Like, so many people my age would not learn a new software program, let alone learn all of this shit. Oh yeah, and if you guys get a chance, go watch my latest video. I promise you will laugh. It is very funny.
Which song is it?
It's not a song. It's just a meme.
Oh, it's a meme.
Funny.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's just a funny little meme that I posted, and it has just gone wild. I cannot believe, and it's even Christians are finding it funny, which I love that they are having a little laugh at themselves.
Yeah, must be
TikTok
must
Studio,
have merit.
you like that? It does have some merit. It does have some merit. I do like TikTok Studio when I used it, but yeah, I was doing TikTok Studio with OBS. That's what I was doing here before I realized that was too much for this old computer. But I liked the interface with it and stuff. I just like the way, like, I don't know if it's because of OBS, Streamlabs, or whatever. I like the way Justin can pull things up when he needs and stuff, and I want to be able to do that. I think
That
OBS
is nice.
is free.
That we can show someone the Bible since they never, ever, ever have one.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Sorry, I had to go watch it. That was hilarious. I almost fell over laughing. I
told you guys, you know what I'm going to start doing tomorrow is when people tell me that they want, like, I'm going to read a verse and they're always like, oh, what version do you read? I read the King James, and then they never have their Bible. I'm not going to actually switch versions. I'm just going to make it sound like I'm reading the King James. but I'm going to keep reading mine. So I'm going to say, the Lord spoketh to Moses, saying, speaketh to thy people of Israel, and saith to them, but I'm literally reading from the same Bible I always read from. They're not going to know, right?
It's perfect.
But we
They'll never
will.
know.
people's ears here.
We're going to know, and that's what's going to be fun about it, is that you guys will all know what I'm doing, and they won't. I also have a really good new argument about the whole abortion thing. something. And I'm going to try, because they like to, even if I'm not talking about that, they just go, so do you believe in abortion? You know, and
Yep.
it's like, what? Like, we're talking about something complete. We're talking about the Amalekites right now. What are you talking about? And then they tried to liken that to God, like killing babies and everything. I'm just going to tell them that, look, abortion should be just fine under God's laws, because it says that if my child disrespects me, I should kill them. And if I tell that baby to get out of me and it's not getting out of me, then it's disrespecting me. I'm just being holy.
Sorry. Oh my
I'm
gosh.
just,
Oh.
I'm just trying to be a holy woman and expect my children to obey me. Okay.
Well, and I heard this one. I know you've heard it before, but the other day where they were arguing about, well, it's okay that God killed all the babies because they go to heaven. And then someone's like, well, why do you have a problem with abortion then? They all go to heaven. And the guy had no answer. He's just like, well, it's not the same. Why not?
See, it is the same. My baby's going to go to heaven. My baby was disrespecting me. I'm just sending him back to the Lord so the Lord can straighten him up. You know what I mean?
Exactly. They can come back later if you believe in that.
Right? When you want to show a little goddamn respect.
That is so good. So good.
It's amazing. All right, I gotta drop. Thanks, Crystal.
All right. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Thanks for being here. All right, you guys. Is she live yet? Is she live yet? Is she live yet?
Venus is live.
I know she wanted to do a little makeup.
From Tahir says Venus is live.
All right, you guys, we're going to head over and raid Venus, and make sure you say CrystalJae raid. I will see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time for our conversations with Christians, and have a wonderful Sunday, everybody. Thank you. See you around the mean streets of TikTok and YouTube. Bye, Grana. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.